Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 11 of our London Bulldogs franchise, and we are going to be home against the New York Giants in London. We face them in 2 episodes where we'll be at East Rutherford, New Jersey. And the next episode will be against the Seattle Seahawks at Seattle, Washington, near the British Columbia-Canada border, home of the Space Needle. So, before we get into today's episode, I want to show you guys something really interesting that happened in the last episode, the weekly awards. Okay, Larry Fitzgerald, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He had 4 receptions, 153 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the day. Great job for him. Cameron Wake, he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown against his former team, the Miami Dolphins. And he had 2 tackles, 1 sack, 2 forced fumbles on the day. So, I'll have the link to the video if you guys want to check that episode out if you haven't already. And we'll see you at kickoff.
Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. Roethlisberger and the London Bulldogs versus Mason Rudolph and the New York Giants.
Okay, now it is kickoff time here at Wembley Stadium in London. So Adam Vinatieri is going to kick this off for the London Bulldogs as the New York Giants, the visiting New York Giants, are ready to return. It's Ben Roethlisberger versus Mason Rudolph, former teammates when they were head coached by Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I was surprised to see that Rudolph played for most of the 2019 season because Roethlisberger was injured with an elbow injury back in week 2 when they lost to the Seattle Seahawks. Anyway, he threw the pass. It's incomplete, so it's now 2nd down and 10 now here for New York. So the Giants, they are going to get sacked. The ball is out, so the Giants do recover. And it was Jonathan Allen who made the sack there. 3rd and 17 now here for the Giants as they are on offense and at the 27. So they're going to think about throwing the football, and they get sacked. Well, he was kind of pressured there, but he wasn't sacked at all. So, anyways, 4th and 17 now. Odell Beckham Jr. is ready to return the punt here for the London Bulldogs, and they punt this away. So, Odell Beckham Jr., he's ready to return, and he does get stopped at the 36. And we get to see Ben Roethlisberger, the 2-time Super Bowl champion, stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. So we're going to use the 94 wheel on this run play. So 1st and 10 now, they're going to hand it off to the veteran Frank Gore, whom his birthday was yesterday. Gained 7 yards there on that play. So last episode against the Miami Dolphins, he had 6 rushes, 104 yards, and at least a touchdown. So that was an impressive move by Frank Gore in this episode. So 2nd and 3 now. Roethlisberger, he is ready to throw. He's going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. That's going to be incomplete. So we've been doing pretty good without him. I mean, we're a very good team this season because we did not lose a single game at all. So Roethlisberger, he's going to throw this to Van Jefferson, and Van Jefferson, it looks like, he catches the football, does the front flip, gets it safely into the end zone, and scores 6 points for the Bulldogs, and it was a 57-yard touchdown, so the Bulldogs lead it 7-0 at Wembley Stadium. Okay, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line here in London. So Mason Rudolph, he's going to throw it, and it's intercepted, so Jaylon Carter there, he gets an easy pick 6, and he jumps on into the end zone. And this, I think, is his first pick six of the season, 35-yard return. So he wasn't really throwing it to a Giants receiver. It was supposed to be Evan Ingram, but Jaylon Carter, he read the defense, he read the quarterback there. He knew how to catch that football in time, and he ran it straight into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Bulldogs lead at 14-0. We're going to take a break. Okay, now it's 4th and 7 now here for the New York Giants. The Bulldogs are ready to return the punt. So we got Jalen Ramsey, the former Jacksonville Jaguars cornerback, ready to return here for the Bulldogs. And he is still on his feet. He does get stopped at the 37. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. So we're just going to use a run play featuring Frank Gore on 1st down and 10 here for the Bulldogs. And Ben Roethlisberger, he's going to hand it off to Frank Gore. And he doesn't really gain much. He only gained about a yard or so on that play. So this means it will be a 2nd and 9. So we're going to use the stick pass play on 2nd down and 9 here for London. And Roethlisberger, he's back to pass. And he looks like he's going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. He does get that reception, though. And it's going to be a 1st down and 10. So they're at the 49, 27 seconds to go in this game, in the first quarter, rather. And Larry Fitzgerald, he gets a touchdown in this game. This will be his first touchdown of the game, 49 yards there. And the Bulldogs will lead it 21-0 in London. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now this is 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. And this is actually the beginning of the second quarter. So Tony Jefferson there pressured on Mason Rudolph, so he did not get sacked on that play. 2nd and 10 now from the 10 here in London. So Mason Rudolph, he gets sacked by J.J. Watt, and he gets his 9th sack of the year. He could wind up being the sacks leader by the end of the season. So 3rd and 23 now here for the Giants. So they're going to get sacked, and the pass was incomplete. So they have to take that field goal on 4th down and 23. Question is, could they make it from the 23 to kick a long field goal? Let's see and find out. The answer is going to be a yes, sirree. So it's now 21-3. The Bulldogs are leading this by 18. So we get to return a kickoff here, which is the benefit. And we don't really allow teams, really. We really don't have many points allowed for the opposing team, which is nice because we're still undefeated, which is good. And we want to stay undefeated so we can get that first round bye. But if we still have to play that first round bye, if we still have to play in the first round, we'll get more episodes basically. But Frank Gore, he's going to run the football field, and he's going to get stopped at the 36. So 3 rushes and 7 yards. And this will now be a 2nd and 11. We're going to use a slants route here for the offense. And Ben Roethlisberger, he is ready to throw the football for the London Bulldogs. So Larry Fitzgerald, he's going to use that juke move there, and he's going to get this into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. 10th touchdown for Larry Fitzgerald this season, and we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now it's 4th and 9 from the 31-yard line here in Wembley. 1:51 to go in the first half. The 2-minute warning had just passed by. And Jalen Ramsey, he is going to return this awesome punt return into a TD. That's going to be an A+ for the London Bulldogs. So that's going to be a spectacular move. So 5th career kickoff return for TD. We'll show you the replay there in just a moment. So it is denied, and he just runs straight through, and he gets an easy touchdown here for the Bulldogs. And we're going to take a break. We'll see you guys when we're back on offense. Okay, now it's 1st and 10 from the 39 with only a minute to go in the first half here in London. And Mason Rudolph, he's going to throw this football. That's going to be incomplete. We're going to blitz here on defense. So it's now 2nd down and 10 from the 39-yard line. 57 seconds to go in this first half. So they're going to throw the football, and Cameron Wake pins them there, and the Giants do take that timeout. We're still going to use a 4-3 formation. 3rd and 10 now from the 39 here in London, England. So Tony Jefferson, he tries to sack him there, but he throws that football. It's incomplete. So it's now 4th and 10. They will have to punt, though, and Jalen Ramsey, he's ready to return the punt now. You guys saw in that last punt return, he made an incredible touchdown, but it's not a touchdown. He did not return, and it went out of bounds. So basically, we get stopped at the 20 here, and this will be a 1st down and 10. Roethlisberger is probably not going to play in the 3rd quarter because I might use Cam Newton. I like to use different quarterbacks. I like to have at least 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks to play in each game, possibly 4, maybe Joe Flacco. But Ben Roethlisberger, 5 for 6, and he has 158.3 passer rating, which he's on a roll, which is really good. He might wind up being player of the game by the end of this episode. Who knows? So, Roethlisberger, he's going to hand it off to Frank Gore. And Frank Gore, he is still on his feet. He uses a nice juke move, though, and he gets that 1st down. And right now, this begins the 2nd half here in London, England. So, the New York Giants are ready to kick this off, and Joe Hayden, is going to return this for the London Bulldogs, and he does get stopped at the 31-yard line, so this will be a 1st down and 10. So I'm going to use the inside zone run play on 1st and 10 from the 31. Joe Flacco, he's going to hand this off to Frank Gore, and he is running the field, and it looks like he gets stopped at the 42. So 5 rushes and 54 yards, and that's going to be a 1st down and 10. So we're going to use the sluggo seam pass play on 1st down and 10 from the 42. So Flacco, he attempts his first pass of the game, and he is going to throw this deep to Gronk, and he actually gets this into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. So this will be Gronk's first touchdown of the game, and they are now going to lead this by 40. So Gronk gets his 3rd touchdown of the year. All right, now this is going to be a 1st down and 10 from the 28. So I'm thinking that they're going to run the football, and they will, with Saquon Barkley, the Penn State product. And he gets a 1st down for the New York Giants. So we're going to blitz here on the 3-4 formation here for the defense. And they're at the 39. So basically saying they're going to hand this off to Saquon Barkley, and he gets stopped at the 42. So this will now be 2nd and 6 now here for the New York Giants. So they're at the 42. So 2:15 to go in the 3rd, and they're going to throw this football. That's going to be incomplete. So that's going to be 3rd and 6 now here for the New York Giants. So 2:12 to go in the 3rd, 42-yard line. And Saquon Barkley, he gets stopped at the 43. So that means he only gained about a yard, I'd say. And they will have to punt this away. Jalen Ramsey, who you guys saw, I think, in the last quarter, returned this awesome punt. And he's been a well-rounded punt returner this season for London, as he will get stopped down around the 20-yard line is what I'm claiming it. I'm going to claim 20 yards, but yeah, so 1st and 10 for London as we are ready to throw the football. We don't want to be behind the red zone, so we're at the 34. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line here at Wembley. So Joe Flacco, he's back to pass. I'm just going to run it in with Flacco, and we'll easily get that 1st down. And they're at the 44-yard line. And we're going to use that same exact play that we just used, but I am not going to run it this time. I am going to throw it because I want to throw it. And it goes out of bounds. There are 2 for 3, 57 yards, and 1 touchdown in this game. So we're at 2nd and 10 from the 44. So Joe Flacco, he is going to throw this football. And that's going to be a PI on the New York Giants. Let's see what player it is on. It is on, appears to be Deontay Brown. So we're going to accept, and we're going to get that automatic first down. So I'd like to see either Alshon Jeffery or Rob Gronkowski get at least a touchdown on this drive, which would be nice. So we're going to still use the X-Post pass play on first down, 2nd and 10. Now I'm going to throw this to Gronk, and he gets a touchdown. It will be 50-3 here in London. Okay, 1st and 10, 49-yard line, 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. This is basically the ending. And Cameron Wake gets his first sack of the game. You guys saw him. He was NFC Defensive Player of the Game last episode against the Miami Dolphins. So Cameron Wake does get his 8th sack of the season. And JaVale Robinson, he makes the sack there, but the Giants have to lose so many yards now. They lose 7 on that play, so it's now 3rd and 29. So they were lucky that they recovered that football, because if they did it in time, this would be our possession. So 3rd and 29, and they don't make a first down. All right, now 4th and 17 now from the 42. The New York Giants are going to punt this away, and Jalen Ramsey, he's going to return it for the London Bulldogs. So he's going to get stopped there at the 27. So this will be a 1st down and 10 with only 2:18 to go in the 4th. They are just going to throw the football. I'm using Derek Carr as my quarterback, the former Oakland Raiders QB. He throws this to Alshon Jeffery. He is still on his feet whatsoever, and he is going to jump on into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. 73-yard touchdown there. Okay, and now 1:55 to go in the 4th quarter here in London, as the Bulldogs are leading as 57-3, big time over their rival New York Giants. And Jalen Ramsey, he does get stopped at the 24-yard line. And this will be 1st and 10. So we're just going to run the football with Frank Gore on this play. And Derek Carr hands it off to Gore. And Frank Gore, he is going to just get that first down. He gets stopped at the 37. So 8 rushes, 67 yards for Gore. And this will ultimately be an awesome first down for the Bulldogs. And there's only 1:22 to go before they still remain undefeated. But Derek Carr, he's going to run the football, and he's going to get that first down here for London. So a rush and 12 yards in. So that's impressive to see how well they've done in today's episode. He could end up having a perfect pass rating just like his teammate Roethlisberger did. And Derek Carr, I'm going to throw this to Alshon Jeffery there, and he's going to get stopped at the touchdown, London. So Alshon Jeffery, he gets his 12th touchdown of the year, and it's now going to be 64-3. And we'll see you guys at the end of the game. All right, Ben Roethlisberger, 158.3 passer rating, 5 for 6 there, 204 yards and 3 touchdowns in the day. Derek Carr, also a perfect passer rating of 158.3 passer rating, 141 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mason Rudolph only had 1 INT. The Giants did not score a single touchdown, and Joe Flacco just scored 2 touchdowns there that time. So Larry Fitzgerald and Alshon Jeffery both at 141 receiving yards, which equals up to 282. And Rob Gronkowski had 52 there that time. He had 2 touchdowns as well. Van Jefferson had a touchdown in this game. So defensively, let's check out the INTs. Jaylon Carter, the Florida State man, had 37 INT, had a 37-yard return INT, return for a touchdown. But the punt return, Jalen Ramsey had 191 yards, 5 returns, 88 was the longest, and that was the touchdown. So that basically wraps it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Have a great Saturday, everybody.